I always knew my brother was the favorite. Nobody ever said it out loud. They didn't have to, when he got into trouble. My parents made excuses. When I got into trouble, I got lectures. When he quit jobs, they supported him. When I needed help, I was told to figure it out myself. Growing up, I convinced myself I was imagining it. After all, what kid wants to believe their parents treat their children differently? So I ignored it. For years, my brother bounced from one opportunity to another. While my parents constantly stepped in to rescue him, they paid off debts, covered rent, bought him cars he couldn't afford. Every time they helped him, they promised it was temporary. It never was. Meanwhile, I worked my way through college, paid my own bills, and built a stable life without expecting much from anyone. I wasn't angry. At least not yet. The betrayal came later, when my parents decided to retire. They sold the family home. It had been in our family for decades, and was worth far more than most people realized. One evening, my dad invited me over to discuss their financial plans. I expected a normal conversation. Instead, I learned that most of the proceeds from the house sale had already been given to my brother. I honestly thought I misunderstood. So I asked him to repeat it. He did. My parents claimed my brother needed it more. Apparently, years of bad decisions had left him struggling financially again. Their solution was to hand him a massive amount of money. I sat there stunned. Not because I expected an inheritance, because of what the decision represented. For decades, every sacrifice and responsible choice I made had been treated as normal. Every irresponsible choice my brother made had been rewarded. When I asked why they thought this was fair, my mom gave an answer I'll never forget. You're strong. You'll be okay. Those 6 words hurt more than the money ever could, because they revealed the truth. My reliability had become an excuse to overlook me. The more responsible I was, the less consideration I received. I left that night angry for the first time in my life. Over the next year, my relationship with my parents became distant. Not hostile, just different. I stopped pretending everything was fine. Then something happened nobody expected. My brother burned through the money, almost all of it. Bad investments, expensive purchases, poor decisions. The same behavior that created his problems in the first place. Within 2 years, he was struggling again. Meanwhile, my parents found themselves in a difficult financial position. The money from the house was gone, and retirement wasn't nearly as comfortable as they expected. Eventually, they came to me asking for help. Not money, help managing their finances and figuring out what to do next. I helped them because they were my parents, but I also told them something they needed to hear. Their decision hadn't hurt because of the dollars involved. It hurt because they had spent years teaching my brother that someone would always save him, and they spent those same years teaching me that my efforts mattered less because I didn't create problems. For the first time, they listened. Really listened. My brother never apologized. My parents did. Didn't erase the past. Some things can't be undone, but it was the first time they acknowledged what I had known since childhood. The betrayal wasn't giving my brother more. It was expecting me to quietly accept being worth less. And once that truth was finally spoken out loud, nobody in the family could pretend it wasn't there anymore.